Hi everyone, I'm going to change the angle of this particular video and take a sort of selfie vlog type image, so just bear with me for a moment. So just a brief introduction for what you're going to do this week. So in this week's materials, we'll be continuing to learn about some of the fundamental concepts that can help us sort of see how our bodies actually work. And although these physical concepts of mass, weight, center of mass, and the Newton's laws of motion sound a bit abstract and perhaps even a little bit irrelevant and intimidating, but they are actually nonetheless used very frequently as building blocks for how physios analyze movement as well as exercise design. So let me give you an example. So if you're trying to help an older person prevent falls in their own home, we first need to find out why they're falling in the first place. Is it because when they're standing up from sitting, are they in an unstable sort of position, or did they do it in a slightly unstable manner? So this concerns the concepts of center of mass, which is out when you're outside of base of support, you become unstable and therefore you fall. Or in the case of a person with stroke, so why are they getting tired easily when they start to walk? Could it be because their foot placements when they walk are not fully utilizing the ground reaction force to help them propel themselves walking forwards? Hence, therefore, they are quite inefficient in how they actually walk and therefore using more energy to do the walking, hence making them tired. So these are just some examples of how these fundamental concepts, physical concepts can help physiotherapists to analyze, design, and implement our treatments as well as rehabilitation programs. Now, this week, in addition to these fundamental concepts, we will also be starting to appreciate the importance of physical activity. I have included a recorded lecture by Kirsty Marks, one of our physiotherapy lecturers, talking about physical activity and why we focus very much on this particular aspect of practice. Now, we will link this to exercise program design and prescription later on in the following week. So there is some relevance to it, but you need to understand the entire context of why physical activity is important first. So as for what we're going to do this week for the online session, I've actually given you a task, so do remember to do that task before you actually come onto the online class. We'll be applying, during the class itself, we'll be applying the concepts we learned so far in discussing two tasks in your small groups. Firstly, we'll be looking at a video of an older person falling. And secondly, we'll be looking at ground reaction forces in two activities. So someone jumping up and also someone running. And then we're going to look at the graphs of how these forces, ground reaction forces actually make, and we're going to do some application of how we can analyze this and then see how that applies to our physiotherapy practice. So do prepare yourself for some small group discussion in your own little small groups and learning from each other. Great. So I look forward to seeing all of you at the online class then. I'll see you then. Bye.